What are carbs? Are they bad for you? Do they make you fat? Stop eating carbs if you think. Just kidding. Don't stop eating carbs. Carbs don't make you fat. Protein doesn't make you fat. Fats don't make you fat. It all comes down to just calories. But what are carbs? Carbs are going to be coming from your veggies, your fruit, nuts, seeds. Everything out of a box is going to have carbs in it majority of the time. Your breads, your crackers, your pastas, your tortillas, the candy, the sugars, soda, and all of that. So people are always saying, cut out all your carbs, stop eating carbs, and do the keto diet. Look, if you want to do it, I don't even do that. I eat carbs every single day. I got clients eating carbs every day, losing 100 pounds in less than a year. It's not the carbs. The problem is the blood sugars and the amount of carbs we are taking in. Everyone thinks it's all about calories in versus calories out. Sometimes it will work that way. Just cut your calories down and you'll start to lose body fat. But the problem is majority of Americans who are struggling with weight loss are insulin resistant. People are insulin resistant. If you're insulin resistant, you're gonna have a very, very tough time losing body fat and just eating whatever you want in a calorie deficit. Because taking in carbs, 100 grams of carbs and 100 grams of fat, the body's gonna react differently to it. And what I mean by that is you take in 100 grams of carbs, you got 4 calories per gram of carbs. Yes, your body uses carbs as energy. It's a calorie, just like fat. But fat, you have 1 gram of fat, it's 9 calories instead of 4. So fat's actually more energy dense than carbs and sugars. And you get 4 calories from protein. You're still getting energy source out of the protein too. So it's not just carbs are your main energy source. If you're very low on carbs and all your carbs are coming from your veggies, you're still going to have the energy source from the fats you're taking in and the proteins you're taking in too. So don't overcomplicate that at all. And a lot of people do. And a lot of people think, oh, well, I got to take all these carbs in before I go do an exercise or before I go do something with a lot of activity. You're going to have the high energy, the blood sugar is going to skyrocket because that's what makes your blood sugars go up is the carbs and sugars. You take in the carbs, your body breaks down your carbs, converts them into sugars, and then converts them into glucose. You're going to be using it as energy. But if you're insulin resistant, you're not going to have that process. The body's going to start storing it. And once it starts breaking it down and converting it into fats, because you didn't use that energy source, that's when people start to gain body fat. So that's why when I tell people all the time, I wouldn't eat any of the fast carbs. You have fast processing carbs and slow processing carbs. I'm breaking this down super, super simple so it doesn't overcomplicate anything for you guys. Because I could say complex carbs, fast carbs. I just would say your body will digest white rice a lot faster to where you have a surplus of a huge blood sugar amount because your body will digest white rice faster than if you did brown rice. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but when you take in brown rice, it's going to take longer for the body to digest it, to break it down into the carbs, into the sugars, to the glucose. So if it takes longer to digest, you're not gonna have a crazy high blood sugar spike. So when you do the brown rice, you're gonna have a more gradual come up. But when you do white rice, you have that high blood sugar spike, you have all that energy, all the sugars in the body, and then the body produces insulin to bring down those blood sugars so you don't go into a sugar coma and die. So when you have the process of fast carbs compared to slow carbs, like veggies, that's why I have people eating veggies. Our carb source is always coming from the veggies, or if you do nuts or seeds, it's gonna be a complex carb. You're not gonna have that crazy high blood sugar spike. When you're able to do that, you can keep blood sugars level, you're going to burn more body fat because when the body produces, the pancreas produces insulin. When insulin is present in the body, you're not burning body fat anymore. So if we're able to control the insulin levels, control our blood sugar levels, why would we not do that and burn more body fat throughout the day as long as you're hitting your calorie goal for fat loss? Instead of eating whatever we want, having all these crazy high blood sugar spikes. That's how I've got people getting such great results. We're controlling a hormone, insulin. Remember, hormones do affect the body, and it does affect the body for fat loss. So if we're able to just change the new way we eat and affects our hormones. Why would we not be doing that? But Tyler, the cake is so good. If you want to eat cake, go for it. You're not going to get the results as quickly as if you actually just ate real food and stopped eating the garbage that is literally making your body produce so much insulin. Blood sugars are going through the roof. You're feeling bloated and you're going to retain more water. That's the thing. Carbs and sugars and salt is going to make your body retain more water. Y'all want to make this scale move? Stop doing high sodium foods and stop taking in boatloads of carbs and sugars. Your first week, you're going to see results on the scale. A lot of it will be water, but fat is water soluble. So you will still lose body fat the first week. I've got people, it's crazy what's happened. Like, got people down 20 pounds just in 4 weeks. And the thing is too, you don't have those sugar crashes. You don't have the crash from doing all the pasta. And better yet, you're not bloated anymore. Who wants to walk around feeling bloated? I hate feeling bloated. So I love telling people, look, 1 month, just eat real food. Meat, veggies, nuts, seeds, fruit. If you want to do dairy, I just don't drink milk, and eat the whole freaking egg. Within 1 month, you'll get phenomenal results. Your body is going to start changing for the better. You're going to actually have more energy, less brain fog. It is crazy what happens when you just change up those two things. More energy, less brain fog, and hormone function starts to change too. Just those 3 things alone, your body starts to be so much better off. Bloating is the worst. So after the 1 month, go eat at your favorite Italian restaurant, favorite place that is just loaded with carbs and sugars. Drink and have dessert. You're going to have the worst hangover you've ever had, even if you didn't drink. Your body is in shock from all of the garbage you just took in. It is crazy what happens from doing that. So you always have the repercussion of eating all the breads, the pastas, the tortillas, the rice, all of that. If you want to, go for it. But just know the repercussions that happens with it. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But are carbs bad? No, we eat carbs every single day. I'm gonna get my carbs in from the veggies. If you wanna do fruit, go for it. You're just going to have a lot of sugar in the fruit. Just because it's sugar from fruit doesn't mean your blood sugars aren't gonna spike. And another one, when you're doing the complex carbs and your carbs are just coming from your veggies, you're not doing 50 to 100 grams of carbs with veggies. You're not getting in all of these calories. And if you are getting bloated, it's because of the amount of veggies we're taking in, because of the fiber, and because of how long it takes to digest. So know your calories are going to be coming from the meat, going to be coming from the fats. If you add the butter, if you add salad dressings, if you add cheese or creams or stuff like that, that's where the majority of the calories are going to be coming from. You don't have to track macros anymore doing this. Like I said, PCOS, Hashimoto's, hypothyroid, insulin resistant, type 1, type 2 diabetics, it doesn't matter. People are getting phenomenal results. Hormones are starting to change. Remember, guys, I talk about what I've done and what I've had clients doing. I had my own gym at 21 here in Arizona. Then we started Fullerton Nutrition because the supplement industry, there is no meal replacement that is out there that has enough calories to actually be a meal. And that is not loaded in carbs and sugars. But just know carbs aren't bad. We eat carbs every single day. This is not the keto diet. This is not a diet. It's just eating the way we should have been eating for years until all of the huge companies came out and started producing all of the products. Kraft, Kellogg's. Cereal is absolute garbage. There's no nutritional value to cereal. You're going to have some synthetically made vitamins and minerals put into your cereal while you are literally putting in more carbs and sugars in your cereal than you would if you just had a fat, delicious ribeye steak with broccoli, asparagus, and throw in an egg on top of it if you wanted to. But don't be afraid of carbs, ladies and gents. Just get your carbs from actual real food like veggies, fruit, nuts, and seeds. Watch your body start changing. Make sure you guys are taking in the right amount of calories. I give you my entire calorie calculator, the free step-by-step plan, just on the website, fullertonnutrition.com.